Welcome to today's video. We are about to witness extremely intense moments where just one small mistake could lead to disastrous consequences. Every decision, every action can be the difference between safety and danger. Always stay alert, be cautious, and never underestimate the risks on the road. 2 seconds between life and death. A dramatic video captures the heart-stopping moment a fighter jet pilot ejects just seconds before his plane erupts into flames. The fire consumes the aircraft in the blink of an eye. A moment too late, and the story would have ended very differently. A little luck, a little instinct, and most definitely a lesson in staying alert on the road. A runaway SUV crashes straight into a power pole in San Pedro, turning the impact into a city-wide blackout show. Fortunately, the driver walked away unharmed, but next time they might want to check the brakes before challenging the sturdiest object on the road. A nightmare stop. Oklahoma police pulled over a vehicle for a routine check, only to get rammed by another car out of nowhere. The collision turned a simple traffic stop into a scene of total chaos. Florida police didn't wait around. A SWAT team stormed in and arrested a man accused of threatening to kill a coworker. The operation was swift, with no injuries reported, but the suspect is about to learn a hard lesson. Making death threats is never a good idea, especially when it's the police knocking at your door. A female driver mistook the gas pedal, launching straight into a guard booth before slamming into a wall. The impact was brutal, but hopefully no one was injured. Just a lifelong lesson on checking the pedals before stepping on the gas. A heart-stopping moment. The car was stuck on the tracks as a speeding train closed in, but the driver managed to jump out just seconds before impact. The car never stood a chance. But at least, life matters more. Terrifying moment at the Gelendzhik Air Show. Spectators captured shocking footage of a Mil-Mi-8 helicopter losing control and plunging onto the airport grounds. A haunting scene in the middle of an aviation event. Hopefully, no severe casualties. Michigan State Police released intense footage of a high-speed chase. A patrol car slammed into a stolen SUV, sending it flipping and crashing hard into a wall. A no-nonsense ending, and probably the final chapter for this reckless getaway. A high-speed chase turned into a fireball on a 180. A teenage driver slammed into a truck at an insane speed, causing the car to explode upon impact. Flames erupted in an instant, turning the pursuit into a nightmare scene. A brutal ending and a harsh reminder that running from the police rarely ends well. A heart-stopping moment. Video captures a speeding car tearing through a parking lot and crashing into a beauty salon in Chandler, Arizona. Narrowly missing a customer casually scrolling on their phone in the lobby. A few inches difference, and this story could have ended very differently. An air show tragedy. A Mi-28 helicopter crashed near Ryazan, Russia, turning a performance into a disaster. Sadly, lives were lost. Stark reminder that even controlled flights can carry unpredictable risks. If you're already afraid of flying, do not watch this. A Boeing 727 was intentionally crashed into the Mexican desert as part of a collision test. An 18-wheeler in Texas lost control, barreling through the overpass barrier like a scene straight out of an action movie, except this wasn't a movie. The massive truck plummeted onto the road below, erupting into flames. Tragically, the driver did not survive. A harsh reminder. The highway leaves no room for error. A split-second escape. A motorcyclist narrowly avoids getting caught in a high-speed highway crash, swerving just in time, like a scene from an action thriller. A street stunt gone wrong. Footage captures a speeding car balancing on 2 wheels before losing control and crashing straight into a Starbucks in Walpole. The impact shatters glass and turns the coffee shop into chaos. Luckily, no one was hurt. A a rescue operation turned disaster. A service team tried to lift an 18-wheeler back into place, but instead they flipped it over again, sealing the fate of the unlucky cars parked below. If the goal was more damage, then congratulations. Mission accomplished. A helicopter crashed while placing a Christmas tree on the pier in Auckland after getting tangled in a crane cable. Luckily, the pilot, with 20 years of experience, escaped unscathed, and everyone on the ground was safe. Police had enough. In a high-stakes chase, they took decisive action, ramming the suspect's vehicle, sending it flying off the road. A clean finish, and probably a lesson learned for the fleeing driver. Not something you see every day. A viral video captured an SAPD patrol car cruising down the highway with a gas pump still attached to its side. Someone must have been in a big hurry leaving the gas station and forgot a pretty important detail. A skydive like no other. Instead of jumping the usual way, a team of skydivers rode a car as it plummeted freely from the sky. A jaw-dropping scene straight out of an action movie, but definitely not for the faint of heart. A rescue turned disaster as a man attempted to winch a car onto a tow truck. The cable snapped, sending the vehicle rolling backwards out of control. Next time, maybe check the cable first, before turning a rescue into an unintended chase scene. A freak accident. A slow-moving, low-profile forklift unintentionally collided with a parked container truck, flipping over in the process. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but the driver will likely never forget the importance of keeping a safe distance. Smart technology. Dumb crash. Luckily, no one was injured, but maybe next time the driver should double-check who's really in control, them or the car. Loss of control or slippery roads. Whatever the cause, two cars collided in a brutal crash. A pricey lesson on the importance of speed control and road conditions. Overconfident, and the price was high. A young motorcyclist raced ahead with pride, only to face a harsh reality when he slammed straight into the back of a car. A lifelong lesson. Sometimes braking is more important than speed. The Camry was running through the intersection when it was hit by a truck, spinning in circles on the road. The strong impact caused the passenger side door to be crushed. The railway crossing had been down, but the man stumbled ahead, rushed onto the railway tracks, just as the train was approaching at high speed. Lucky he jumped over, but his shoes flooded off a little faster, but it was almost a horrific tragedy. The third car trying to follow and turning around, but didn't notice the motorbike rushing towards it. When it stopped, it was too late. The motorbike hiked into the side. The driver flipped over the car. Lucky, he was still able to stand up. The dashcam recorded the scene where the blue car suddenly turned left to pass, causing the camera-mounted car to not slow down in time and lightly collided with the rear of the blue car. As a result, the blue car loses control, crashes into the side of a small truck, and then heads straight towards the field. The Maruti truck tried to overtake a truck in the same direction, but loses control, spins 180 degrees in front of the truck, and almost overlaps. Lucky, the driver escaped thanks to the truck behind brakes in time. Traffic camera recorded the scene of a couple riding a motorbike violating the law, being asked to stop by the authorities. The young man quickly turned out and run away but lost control, causing both of them to slip in the middle of the road. The car continuously signals, suddenly changes lanes, just as the tank truck behind rushes in at high speed. The tanker driver swings to avoid the collision, but loses control, plunges into the ditch, almost crushing another car. The excavator ran to the side of the road at high speed, causing the man on the motorbike to jump up in panic. At that moment, an SUV ran, hits the excavator, absorbs the entire impact, helping the man to only fall to the ground without any injuries. The innocent woman crossed the street, causing two black cars to brake urgently. The container behind also braked urgently, but the car's body sliding forward, causing a horrifying series accident. A car suddenly stopped in the middle of the highway, forcing the truck behind to swift to avoid a collision. However, the tractor truck behind did not have time to react. Crashed straight into the truck and then overloaded. The dump truck's hydraulic system broken, suddenly exploded, causing the truck bed to quickly down, causing the front of the truck to pop up. When it was lowered, the windshield broke off. A child was playing on the road and was run over by an unseen car. Everyone was panicked, but lucky, the child crawled out safely. The man was driving his motorcycle across the street without paying attention and was cut off by a car that was speeding past, causing the motorcycle to be thrown away, and he falls on the place, but luckily wasn't injured. The Hyundai driver overcame rudely at the wrong time and crashed straight into a tank truck. The serious collision caused the driver and passengers on the Hyundai to death. The container driver caused a series of accidents despite being chased by the police, still resiliently ran away. Thanks to the support of the people, the police arrested him, forced him to the police station. A quick test showed positive for drugs. A car suddenly crashed straight into the gas station. The strong impact caused the gas station to collapse, setting on fire. The person who was filling up the gas panically ran away, but immediately after, he turned back, pulling the driver, who was fainting out safely. The Toyota RAV4 and Ford Fusion were waiting at the red light, and as soon as they started when the light turned green, the Chevrolet Camaro crossed the red light, rushed forward, and crashed the Toyota RAV4, overlapping it. The collision was so fast that the motorcycle driver behind was unable to avoid it, but luckily he was not injured. The Cadillac black CT Ford driver enters the left lane, causing the car behind to brake badly. While looking at the mirror, he hits hard into the middle strip, veers into the other lane, causing a multiple accident. Debris flies all over the highway. One car overlaps. The bus behind did not keep a distance, swerved and crashed into the barrier. The barrier pierced the glass. The passengers panicked it and run away. The driver tried to reverse the car to avoid the oncoming train. The moment the driver loses control, crashes into the middle strip and rolls onto the crowded road. Luckily, passersby rush into rescuing him in time. Heart-shocking moment when the pilot was sitting in the cockpit, an airplane from behind speed at 100 kilometers per hour. The left wing highly collapsed, almost hitting his head, making him dizzy. The white car speed at high speed, intending to overtake, but hits the mirror and signs. The collision caused the car to flight into the air, but luckily landed safely on the wheels. Car camera recorded the horrifying moment when the truck's airbags exploded, causing the car to overflow, creating a chaotic scene on the highway. Dangerous situation when the man on the motorbike falls into the blind spot of the tanker truck. While turning right, he suddenly falls, spins. Just as the tanker truck turns, gets covered under it. Luckily, the victim bends, escapes in time, narrowly avoiding tragedy. A huge concrete pillar weighing 4 tons suddenly slid from the crane, fell straight onto the road, and hit hard on the head of the Mercedes waiting below. The incident left witnesses out of the heart and scared. Suddenly running into a resident's house, destroying the iron gate, and then overtakes. For unknown reasons, the truck loses control. The police car speed to the scene, but due to avoiding a car, it running straight into the gas station, crashing into 3 parked cars. Viral footage captures the moment a taxi driver crashes into a delivery rider on Bolshakova Street. The impact is brutal, sending the two-wheeler sprawling onto the pavement. A dangerous situation. Rare footage captures the shocking moment a small SUV attempts to tow a truck at high speed. At first, the driver seems in control, but then the trailer starts swaying out of control, leading to an unbelievable crash. Several manhole covers shoot into the air. Deep craters form on the road. The pavement buckles and cracks, turning the area into a devastated landscape. Traffic is severely affected. Finally, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss more exciting content. Hit the notification bell to stay updated with the latest videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.